Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to subscribe to a podcast through iTunes. First of all, you'll need to get hold of the iTunes software if you haven't got it already, which is available as a free download from the internet. Once you've got iTunes, you just need to open it up and we'll be able to get into the podcast directory. Now, a podcast is basically an internet radio show that you can subscribe to and listen to at any time on your iPod or iPhone or any other MP3 player. So I've opened up iTunes and you can see to the left we've got different libraries. So there's a music library, there's movies, there's TV shows, but we're going to concentrate on podcasts. Now you'll see that there are obviously quite a lot of podcasts in here at the moment. These are all ones that I'm subscribed to. If you've just downloaded it and haven't subscribed to any podcasts yet, this area will be blank. So first thing you'll need to do is go into the podcast catalogue and have a look around and see if anything tickles your fancy. So this will list all the podcasts available. There are all sorts of different things that you can choose, different topics, different publishers. Obviously you can see there are quite a lot from BBC Radio. So search through here until you find something that you'd like to subscribe to. There are various new and notable picks on the home page, but you can also search by category. So there are all different categories here: comedy, education, news and politics, sports and recreation, whatever you fancy. When you found a podcast that you're interested in, click on it to find out more information. So I'm going to click on the Drama of the Week from Radio 4. And it'll open up details about the podcast. So it'll give a description of the podcast and it'll list any available episodes. In the next tab along, you can also read ratings and reviews, which is quite a good way of finding out if other people have enjoyed listening to this podcast. And you can add your own ratings and reviews once you've listened to it. Now you've got two choices about how to get hold of a podcast. You can either download individual episodes, which you would do by clicking at the side of the episode, or you can subscribe to the podcast, which means that you will get each new episode automatically delivered to you. You'll find that most podcasts are free, but always just check and make sure that you're not paying any money. But I think pretty much all the podcasts on iTunes are free. So I'm going to show you how to subscribe. It's really easy. Just click this button here and the podcast will be added to your iTunes. So if I go into my podcast list here, you can see that Drama of the Week has been added. And these circling arrows here mean that it's downloading the latest episode for me. So if I click this arrow to the left of the title, I can see which episodes are available. And this one's actually downloading at the moment. So once that's downloaded, I'd be able to listen to it if I wanted to. It should be with me any minute now. Okay, here it is. So now that episode is ready for me to listen to, and if I double click on that, you can hear it.
The Drama of the Week is a download from the BBC.
Okay, so that's how I'd listen to it. And if I plugged in my iPod or my iPhone, I could sync that podcast onto my iPod or iPhone and listen to it on the move. Now, because I'm subscribed to Drama of the Week now, every new episode of that will automatically be downloaded by iTunes when I open it. So that's it, really easy. To unsubscribe from a podcast, you just click on the podcast name and click unsubscribe at the bottom, and that would get rid of it. But it would still stay in your listing in case you changed your mind next time. If you wanted to get rid of it completely, just click on it and press the delete key on your keyboard and you can move it to the trash. And there you go, that's how to download a podcast.